My name's Suzanne Hogan. I'm the Operational Effectiveness Manager at Colt. I've been at Colt for 23 years. To describe myself in one word, troublemaker. Yes, I am determined. I am a determined person. That determination has stayed from small all the way through to now. I was told I wouldn't be walking until I was 14, so I was in lots of plaster for a lot of my young life. Finally, that all got shed when about the age of 3. When that went, both my parents wanted to sort of see if I could walk. So they put Smarties at one end of the table and I ran towards them. Clearly maybe chocolate was the driver there. Oh God. What gives me my strength? My history. My history gives me my strength. You build from the foundations of who you are, and as you grow, you build strength. Yes, I've had different challenges from a physical point of view, but I've beaten that perception. Got married, had 2 children. I can do anything. What I love about skiing is the freedom. It's so intensely freeing to be able to just glide down a mountain. I've been able to have an opportunity to be involved in sport that I never thought I'd be able to do. I'd happily wave my husband off to go skiing with his friends, and I would never think for one second that I would be joining him. The opportunity to be part of a sport that is quite intense is something which I adore. So why am I doing the bike ride? Yeah, I ask that my question every time I get on the bike. The main thing was to look at the perception of something, an event like this. We often see amazing athletes in the Olympics and the Paralympics, but those athletes are very, very different. You know, they're training for that specific sport. This is everyday folk taking part in something which is endurance, it is a challenge. I want to take part in it to prove to myself that yes, these things are things I can do, but also from a greater challenge that we have as a society that says people that may have a disability or may have a health condition can't take part in these things. With Colt's support, we're actually leading the way and we're proving that that is not the case. How we show that inclusion exists or matters so much. I can really draw on a story from my childhood when I was going to school. My school was a mainstream school, everybody running around doing their normal things, but my classmates were probably quite unique because they had experience from day one, from when I turned up in the classroom. And one of the things, obviously, I couldn't sit on the floor cross-legged. Instead of the kind of exclusive way of either sitting me to the side or anything else, my classmates would actually, whoever was with front or behind me, would pick up a chair on the way in. And they would put that down and I would sit there. And I never really thought about it at the time. It was just very standard that they did this. But then I looked at it when I moved into the world of work and I thought, there's no one to carry my chair. There's no one to put that there. I have to do something. I think as you move through life, you obviously have to find that protection, but it is a need we have to kind of have that support network, whether it's the person bringing the chair for you or whether it's just being that person you can go call on. The importance of my family throughout this whole decision to take part has been central, but most of all my husband, who's the reason I probably end up doing an awful lot of the crazy things I do. So I'm going to get really emotional now. Sorry, got emotional. If I have doubt at any point, he's the first voice to say I can do it. And that is really important. The commitment that you have from those around you is what drives you to actually do it. Without that connection, without that support, you probably would falter an awful lot more. Absolutely, this is definitely bigger than just me taking part. The opportunity to be able to be part of something like this is something I never dreamt I would do in all my time I've been at Colt, and I'm now in my 23rd year. How will I feel when I finish the ride? I imagine it to be quite emotional, if I'm honest. Probably like, what will I do now? Maybe have to think about what I do next. Better watch, don't know.